The eyes of Texas are upon you.
The eyes of the basketball world are upon you, Texas. America has found out this is not a state of lone stars, nor lone contenders. You have a champion whose heart is as big as Texas. The Rockets don't just defend their title, they defend their honor. And Hakeem Olajuwon won't let Houston lose. Remember the Alamo? No, remember the Admiral. San Antonio lies in wait 200 miles west. The Spurs have never been to the NBA Finals. Will they cross over the playoff frontier? An old-fashioned Texas shootout. Only one team will be left standing. Game 1 tonight on TNT.
Hakeem Olajuwon, the man who led Houston to the World Championship, last year's most valuable player. David Robinson. Most think he'll be this year's most valuable player, and the folks in San Antonio hope he's going to lead the Spurs to the promised land. If that's to happen, it must begin here tonight at the Alamo Dome. The Western Conference Finals, Game 1. The Houston Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs.
NBA playoffs go! Who got the fever? We got the fever! The NBA! On TNT! We started with 8 teams in the West, get this! We only got 2 left. The Rockets and Spurs setting the scene. The Admiral versus Hakeem, the Dream. Houston shocked everyone after beating the Jazz and the Phoenix Suns. The Spurs and Rockets set the play. The Western Finals of the NBA.
Getting ready. Playoff basketball.
We're ready. NBA playoffs go!
Drexler, who's dying for a championship ring, hopes he can get one with Houston. Mike Mathis, Bill Oakes, and Eddie F. Rush are our officials. Here's Pete Chilcutt. He's got a good outside shot, not this time. Avery Johnson, David Robinson. He draws the foul. Pair. Horry down inside to Hakeem against Robinson. This is the matchup. Elliott double teaming from behind. They call the travel on the Dream. It's San Antonio. Olajuwon, straightaway jumper to tall Rodman. Finds an open path to the basket.
And it's maybe more emotionally drained than it is physically drained. Because those series that go to the limit, very draining.
Drexler to Chilcutt for the jam, and just as we talk about how tired Houston may be, they get 2 quick baskets, and it's 6-4 San Antonio.
Involved did not depend only on Olajuwon and Drexler.
There's the matchup again, and that's each time now the Dream centers. Olajuwon for Houston and Robinson for San Antonio have been called for traveling on their one-on-one matchup. North Carolina State product. Olajuwon in the middle, hard off the backboard. Rebound Elliott. Avery Johnson down the middle has Rodman.
Yeah, man.
Nobody picked up the ball, and Johnson gets the lay-in. It's 11-6 Spurs.
Him keep the ball in his left hand from coast to coast. He's going to score. You got to make him cross over. Beautiful move. Beautiful move.
Team Olajuwon.
Himself better and making this team better. Watch Olajuwon show the ball to David Robinson. He bites into the fake, and Hakeem gets the lay-in.
To Olajuwon. 10 on the shot clock. Open man Ellie, he'll take a 3 here. That's why he's in. He's Mr. Three-pointer.
It's just where it should have been, but Mario spotting up behind the three-point line.
Robinson gets the ball in the paint and draws the foul.
He spots up as well behind the three-point line.
Pick and roll with Robinson from Avery Johnson. Knocked loose. Johnson corralling the ball with a new shot clock.
The Rockets have struggled on the boards the entire series, entire playoff season.
There's the pick and roll again. David Robinson stealing the rebound from Olajuwon. But he calls for traveling. The ball will go to Houston. From the corner, the rifleman.
Chuck's got to get going if they're going to win this series.
Leaking out on the break, Kenny Smith blocked by David Robinson. What an incredible play by David Robinson. The center ran down the point guard. We've seen it before.
Yeah, but David had to come a long, long way on this play to get it to go. And he tracked down a guy who was one of the better athletes in the league, Kenny Smith, a complete player, very quick. And David Robinson covered a lot of ground.
Houston by 2. 8 on the shot clock. Robinson working against Olajuwon. That's going to be 2 on Hakeem Olajuwon. And Rudy Tomjanovich picks up a technical foul called against him by Eddie F. Rush.
Now, understand why Rudy Tomjanovich picked up this technical foul. He thought David Robinson committed the offensive foul. I agree with him on that.
He had a wipeout with his right arm.
Yeah, I think you're right.
22-19, 3-point Rockets lead. Open man Avery Johnson.
That's the shot teams used to beg him to take.
Looking for Olajuwon. 4 points in the game.
This is the matchup that Houston should take advantage of with David Robinson on the bench.
J.R. Reed miss. Olajuwon overcoming. They can't stop him.
That time the double team didn't come.
And here's the dream at work against Cummings.
Now watch, there's no double team this time. Olajuwon sees that, turns back to the middle, and nothing Terry Cummings can do about that. David Robinson back into the ballgame. And David should attack Olajuwon here to try to get him number 3. Cassell, give it to Cassell, do not give it to Olajuwon.
That's 2 on Sam. To J.R. Reed.
Now the Houston defense has forced San Antonio to take the kind of shots that they want them to take.
Perimeter shot. 9 minutes to go in the half. Inside the Jones from Hakeem.
Now that's a bonus right there, because they don't expect any points from him.
Team might allow to interrupt a meeting like this.
He's been around long enough that can't say a whole lot about him coming in.
Olajuwon drives on the baseline, and Hakeem now with 10. David Robinson has 5.
Well, that's a beautiful move. Now watch Olajuwon, how he is going to the baseline now, because, well, this is a pass into Charles Jones to get Jones involved in the offense. And now Olajuwon sees the double team coming, catches David Robinson leaning the other way, and takes it to the baseline.
It's Bob Hill anger red. That's the shade. Robinson. His first field goal of the night. David was 0 for 4.
Not very aggressive. Now this is David Robinson's first basket of the game. He's 0 for 4 before this shot. He also has 5 turnovers. Olajuwon got into him early in this ball game, and he's thinking a whole lot about Hakeem.
Cassell had Drexler open, but Doc Rivers right in his face. 10 to shoot now for Olajuwon. There's that turnaround baseline jumper, and he's fouled. Olajuwon heating up. He has 12 with an opportunity for 13. Dennis Rodman got him on the turnaround.
Well, watch here as he goes to the baseline. I mean, this percentage-wise is such a low percentage shot. I mean, this is the shot you dream of forcing guys to take. Everyone except Olajuwon. And there's just a little touch on the elbow. Didn't affect Olajuwon at all. He waited for the half court to develop.
Olajuwon's fadeaway jumper. Cassell fouled in the backcourt by David Robinson.
That's 3 on David Robinson. After 6 games when these two teams got together over the course of the year.
Elliott hard to the hoop again, blocked by Olajuwon. Houston with the numbers. Kenny Smith finger rolling it in. 50-43.
Look at Olajuwon here on defense. Comes over from the weak side and gets all ball. And then it gets the fast break going. Kenny Smith taking the ball to the basket against AJ. He knows AJ can't block it, and he gets the easy 2.
Doc Rivers finds the opening and is fouled. Olajuwon got the block, but I think somebody may have got him first.
Give it to Drexler.
Olajuwon, there's the quick double team. Open man is Drexler. The chill cut, the power forward's jump hook won't fall, but the tip in by Hakeem. San Antonio wanted offensive basket interference, didn't get it.
San Antonio took control by pushing it up and down.
Robinson's weak effort at a shot is blocked by Olajuwon. Drexler all the way, followed by Ori. Loose ball foul on Houston.
Robinson here as he catches the basketball. Look how long it takes him to make up his mind what he's going to do. And then once he does it, it seems like he's guessing the wrong way this entire game.
Olajuwon travels. Rebound back to El Negro. Open man, Rodman lost the ball as he tried to go to the hole.
He saw Olajuwon coming and wanted to do something with it a little bit quicker. And the rebound total 28-21.
Olajuwon opened underneath, and he's traveled twice here in the third quarter.
Got to take that shot.
Horry back to Olajuwon. Robinson airborne, and Olajuwon lays it in. Remember, David Robinson carrying 3 fouls.
They got Olajuwon going. They haven't done that here in this house.
David Robinson is now 1 for 8 from the floor. Well, amazing.
But David, if you're going to be off, it's good to come at a night when you have everyone else involved in your offense.
Olajuwon misses that jumper that Robinson likes to give him. 10 seconds. Clyde Drexler not bashful. He misses it. Olajuwon with a rebound. He's going to take it back up strong.
Well, see, that's what you get. When you put the shot up from the outside, you're going to free up Olajuwon to do the things that he does best around the basket.
Off rebounds, offensive rebounds, and from close in. Avery Johnson runs into Olajuwon. You could be around a long time before you would think Avery Johnson would knock Hakeem Olajuwon down.
Well, he had him going the other way. Drexler puts the shot up from the outside. Olajuwon gets the offensive rebound, shows it to David, and goes up and under for the easy 2.
Olajuwon feeling it down on the baseline. Not this time. Drexler steals the rebound from Rodman. Horry.
Now there's Rodman.
Fouled as he got that offensive board. Rockets by 1. Robinson on the bench. Sean Elliott on the drive. He draws the foul. No, it's an offensive call on the wipeout against Sean Elliott. Rodman got his first field goal of this game on that lay-in. Olajuwon is going to punish him in the paint as long as Robinson's on the bench. Here since David Robinson's been on the bench.
Yeah, this is really easy, and that's why David got up very quickly. Olajuwon just takes the ball right to the middle against Terry Cummins.
The personal there at the whistle, San Antonio.
Now you've got to get it to David because Olajuwon's going to pick up the foul. He does not. I'm surprised with the contact. He does not get it. Back to David Robinson here. I've got to get Olajuwon with foul number 3. I've got to get it.
That was it.
They do on that play.
They're struggling tonight.
San Antonio has played like the tired team. And David will take the ball to the basket now. He will touch it every time.
No shoes.
Olajuwon has sat a long time over there. He's got to come back soon. You know David's going to get it going.
He's hit 2 in a row now, and Olajuwon's set to check back in.
Picks up his mind quickly what he's going to do. He's effective. Now here he is. He makes a strong move, pulls up, shoots a jump shot. That's the most confidence he's shown on any shot all night.
Pick and roll with Charles Jones. Offensive foul on Jones. San Antonio ball and a chance to tie the game. Robinson on the double team hands it off to Avery Johnson. How did he get that to go down?
Boy, oh boy. It was interesting.
You find a silver lining. David Robinson, 3 field goals in a row, and the Spurs back by 4. Side for Avery Johnson inside. The foul before the shot. David Robinson couldn't get a hold of it. Houston has not scored in this quarter. Elliott.
Feet are set, and he knocks it down.
He has 3 threes in this game. Now 5 to shoot. Rivers on the drive.
And now 5 on Olajuwon if he gets the whistle.
That's 5. Down to Olajuwon while he's still in there. Gets Robinson airborne. And Olajuwon puts it down. Hakeem has 23.
And holds this ground. Now here comes Olajuwon against David Robinson. He wants the foul here. He thought he had David up in the air. Does not get it part this season.
Looking for Olajuwon in the paint against Robinson. They get it off to Charles Jones, who has 6.
Oh, that's 3 baskets for Charles Jones. He didn't get that over the course of the year.
Washington, Detroit, now Houston at 38 years old, and that was a big play. This gives the Rockets a chance to tie the game.
Oh, beautiful move. That's unstoppable. I mean, you can't do anything with it. The double teams were there, and he was still able to find a way to get the ball to the hole.
4:17 to go. Robinson down low, and he's fouled.
Hakeem Olajuwon trying to lead his team here. Watch the white shirts that drop down in the painted area when he puts the ball on the ground. They're guessing, trying to figure out which way he's going.
Lead, under 4 minutes to go. Olajuwon working on Robinson. Charles Jones, who's played so big in this
played great. He has had a tremendous game.
Not going to the line. Houston's been in the penalty a long time. Robinson gets down underneath the basket and draws the foul from Charles Jones. Spurs back by one. Ellie sees the opening. Olajuwon gets the screen from Ellie. He's fouled as he got in the paint by Doc Rivers. Elliott down to Robinson. Good post-up position down there. It's stripped away. Olajuwon has to get out of the way, and David makes him pay, and Robinson now with 20. Ellie.
Oh, man.
He is 4 out of 5 from beyond the arc tonight.
That's why it's so important to make that outside shot. Now, Olajuwon gets some one-on-one situation, and Drexler goes down hard.
Misses the tip in. Avery Johnson. It's a 2-point Spurs lead. Cassell playing Avery Johnson. Charles Jones trying to step around David Robinson.
I don't look for Elliott to leave Mario Elliott.
Down to Hakeem Olajuwon against Robinson. Pump fake.
Oh, and he does.
Shoot it.
He went the other way.
They go back to him again. Stolen by Rivers. Elliott. Hard foul with 26 seconds left.
Well, Doc Rivers came from the weak side, and no one told Olajuwon he was coming.
Elliott's 5 of 6 from the line tonight. A 1-point Spurs lead. Mercy me. And now San Antonio is 7 of 13 from the free throw line.
And he missed another one.
Rebound hauled down by Drexler. Timeout, Houston.
Oh,
boy, talk about avoiding the dagger. Spurs continue to lead by 1 as Elliott missed both free throws. Down 1.
And I would hold it and take the left shot as late as I possibly can. Give myself a chance for the rebound.
Drexler fumbles it in the paint. Open man is Olajuwon.
Oh, shoot the ball. Got to take that.
Robert Horry hits the jumper.
What are you waiting
Good
on?
call, Goose.
Oh, what are you waiting on?
Horry's 1 of 5, and you know, that was spoken by a man who I remember taking some clutch shots himself.
Well, I don't know about that, but I've never seen a shot I didn't like. Now, what you do have is David Robinson on the floor, and he should be able to touch the ball. Sean Elliott going. Clyde tries to dress it up, and Houston has won this ball game.
Houston has come in here and won another clutch game on the road. They are the dream team of the playoffs of 1995.
Welcome to the NBA's recipe for a championship. For your base ingredient, you need 7-foot centers of incredible skill. Houston boasts last year's MVP, Hakeem Olajuwon, while San Antonio counters with this year's MVP, David Robinson. In a pinch, you want a point guard who can shake and bake. Avery Johnson is San Antonio's catalyst, while Kenny Smith jumpstarts the rocket break. Add a dash of spice on the court. Sean Elliott has raised his game to new heights, while Clyde Drexler has Houston simmering. Mix in some Rodman, but do not let boil. Will Dennis prove a help or hindrance tonight? Take it off the grill. A Texas barbecue next on TNT.
Round 1 in the Western Conference heavyweight division goes to the man in the red trunks, Hakeem Olajuwon, outplaying this year's most valuable player, David Robinson. Olajuwon here, passing to Robert Horry. His only field goal of the night is the game winner, and Houston comes into the Alamo Dome to steal game 1, 94-93, and go up 1-0. But don't relax yet, Houston. The Admiral has his game face on. Stay with us, we'll pump you up. Along with Doug Collins, this is Bob Neal from the Alamo Dome. Game 2 Western Conference Finals, Houston and San Antonio.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to center court, where NBA Commissioner David Stern will present the 1995 NBA Most Valuable Player of the Year Award.
What a career. NBA Rookie of the Year, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, 6-time All-Star. Last year, he led the league in scoring, and this year he led the San Antonio Spurs to their best record in franchise history and the best record in the league. I'm greatly honored to be here because David Robinson represents for us the commitment to team, to principle, and to community that we in the NBA find emblematic of what our players strive to be. And tonight, he joins the other MVPs headed to the Hall of Fame. Ask Moses Malone. Congratulations, David Robinson, 1995 NBA MVP.
I can't say how thrilled I am to receive this award. It's just a combination of so many people's efforts, and I want to thank my coaches, thank my teammates. I want to thank you fans. You've been wonderful. I want to thank my wife, Valerie, and my family for the support they've given me, and most of all, I want to thank my Lord Jesus Christ. He's given me an opportunity to bless him.
Nunn and Jack Neese are our officials. And the tip between the two MVPs, David Robinson and Hakeem Olajuwon. Inside to Robinson. Missed the lay-in, stripped by Hakeem Olajuwon. Houston with 4-on-2. Rockets count the basket, and Drexler will go to the free throw line. And outplayed San Antonio.
And Olajuwon and Drexler combined for 52 of the 95 points. This would be a big loss if they did not get Avery Johnson back.
Foul prior to the penetration. It's on Olajuwon. Robinson was 5 of 17. El Negro with another rebound. Robinson with a turnover. He had 7 in game number 1. 5 to shoot. 4, 3. With 1 second left, Olajuwon with the air ball, and that'll be a violation.
An ankle. Looks like he's dragging it.
Sean Elliott with a nice drive, got past Drexler, but the dream was there.
Now he'll be matched up against Elliott. They like that matchup defensively.
Avery Johnson got in trouble underneath, tried to get it to Robinson, put it on the floor, and the ball's loose. Captured by Hakeem Olajuwon.
Green roll. You play to the weakness of his game.
Olajuwon missing the jumper. 4 rebounds for Rodman. Robinson on the run. Look at this. That's a 7-footer. He's fouled.
A set rotation, playing much better basketball.
Robinson misses the jumper. Olajuwon with the rebound. Rodman to Robinson. Dennis Robinson down on the low block after the penetration dribble. Olajuwon steps over the fallen Admiral and lays it in off the fingertips.
David Robinson, this was his most explosive move of the night. A little bit of the Hakeem Olajuwon spin and finish. And Olajuwon goes to the basket. Robinson falls to take the charge. It was a no call, and Olajuwon lays the ball over the front of the rim.
No, that's right. Your number of attempts never went down.
That's right.
I like that. Hakeem Olajuwon into the paint.
Olajuwon, watch this move, Bob. Look at this guy. 6'10", fakes, stops, ball fakes, goes back up, shoots a little floating shot. That looked easy. That was a very difficult shot.
Olajuwon got it in, and did you see Sean Elliott just slashing away at the ball, and Hakeem just kept control and laid it in. Rockets by 2. Avery Johnson missing. Olajuwon with a rebound. They get those defensive boards.
Yes, they selectively run, and again, watch Olajuwon. Looks like Sean Elliott's going to block this shot, and he just barely misses it, and it goes in. That feeling once again.
Under a minute to go. Elliott's leaner won't fall. Olajuwon with the rebound.
64 game right now.
Wow. Turnaround jumper on the baseline this time. Missed, but Olajuwon gets the loose ball, feeds it into Ellie.
Now see, Sean Elliott had that rebound.
Points, Houston 9, San Antonio only 2. Rivers penetrates and dishes to Robinson. I think he may be playing as well as he's ever played in his career now.
He's rejuvenated.
Foul on Cassell. Robert Horry.
That's the guy who's going to be open. That's the guy who's going to have plenty of opportunities from assignment that time by J.R. Reed.
David Robinson into the paint. Little short jumper, no problem. Outstanding defensive team.
Double team, kick it out, open shot, Horry. There it is once again.
He's in 2 in a row.
We see the nerves early. Guys start getting into the flow of the game. Now they double off Chucky Brown. And Olajuwon finds him for a dunk. So,
except don't give him the dunk, huh, Doug?
That's right.
Olajuwon spins inside and misses. J.R. Reed.
Teammates.
David Robinson with the reverse, count the basket and the foul. And a lot of people don't know this trivia. Who was the final person Sean Elliott was traded for? He's with your new team. Bill Curley. I just wanted to point that out. I know you're aware of the roster.
David Robinson going to his right, comes back with the left hand.
On second personal foul. Down to Olajuwon into the paint. There's the double team, the jump hook, no rebound. Elliott. 3-point Rockets lead. Olajuwon quickly left, right, and then back to the baseline.
There's no way he knew what he was going to do then. I mean, no way. There's no way.
J.R. Reed over traffic. Charles Jones,
who with about 2.5 minutes to go.
They have the clock fixed now with 2:20 to go. The lob to Olajuwon. San Antonio not quite ready.
The finish here could be very, very important as we go into halftime.
Olajuwon's turnaround jumper over the 7-footer David Robinson. He thought about the shot there. Inside to David Robinson. Followed by Anderson. Rebound. Drexler, who the rebound.
See, he can trigger their running game by pushing the ball up like that and getting the ball to Robinson quickly. And they get the ball up quickly. 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Sean Elliott with a ball fake. Part of the Houston Rockets leading 49-43. Olajuwon, tough shot, leaning in, gets Robinson in the air. What an athlete. Out. Horry now catching up to his team. Into Hakeem Olajuwon from the baseline. Rebound, Rodman.
Some emotion here. They could get this crowd excited. Houston has kept them at bay with plays like that. Olajuwon with the silencer once again.
Elliott, tough shot over Olajuwon. Hits the top of the backboard. Our TNT playoff coverage. Olajuwon spinning, floating, scoring. Whoa.
I said, Hakeem, how do you score? And he goes, I spin left, I spin right.
Hakeem Olajuwon has 16 timeouts, San Antonio.
The whirling dervish, Hakeem Olajuwon. Remember now, this guy is 6 feet, 10 inches tall.
They call him Hakeem the Dream, but for most of the opposition, he is Hakeem the Nightmare.
Well, the first 6 possessions of the second half, Olajuwon has touched it on 5 of them. He's 3 of 4 from the floor. You saw the jump hook. Now you see the screen roll, the spinning, whirling move in the lane, and the finish. And quietly, the Rockets up by 10, doing the business. And
Down inside to Olajuwon again. There's that spin move again. He is on fire. Quickly by Houston. Horry is going to kick it to Olajuwon. To Drexler. That's three from Clyde. Clyde Drexler. Everybody thought they'd lose to Utah in the first round. Except Houston. Loose ball foul.
Confident.
And they continue going inside to this man. Not this time. J.R. Reed gets the rebound. Anderson.
See Bob Hill really going to a different lineup now.
Robinson with a nice drive and lay in as he beat everybody.
A game for defense. Somebody's going to have to give him some points other than Robinson and Elliott.
Hakeem has missed two now. One
Olajuwon and Drexler.
Just like there on the pick and roll. Drexler with the pick from Olajuwon.
Very capable.
Robinson loses it. Out of bounds, 10 on the shot clock. It'll belong to San Antonio.
Play a layup, and can they capitalize on this end of the floor?
Olajuwon does just that after the dribble penetration from Kenny Smith.
To do.
Kenny Smith guarding Doc Rivers. Foul away from the ball.
The arrest. Robinson doesn't have that luxury. He's got to pound on Olajuwon at both ends of the floor. Now, Olajuwon is getting in the lane, and he's in rhythm. Watch how rhythmic this shot is. Across the lane, the little running jump. It also shows the heart of a champion. The Spurs have got to find a way to win this game tonight.
Olajuwon on the drive again, working inside. 26 points for Olajuwon. Clyde Drexler, first Hakeem.
Now watch all these moves. All right, crossover, stop, fake, spin, back up and under. San Antonio trying to speed this game up into quick shots.
That's a quick shot. Hakeem says, I went left, I went right, I drove the baseline. How about a backward reverse finger roll? 8 on the shot clock. Quick double team to Olajuwon. And the foul.
No, any life.
Robinson in against Charles Jones and Cassell. Charles Jones just too short to stop, and old probably to stop David Robinson.
As long as he can keep it to 6 to 8, he'll allow Olajuwon to get some rest.
Elliott's the open man. Drexler stepped out of his way, and Elliott slashed to the hoop. Sean Elliott. Robinson kept it alive. Willie Anderson. Robinson with a follow.
Robinson, before Olajuwon can get into the game, gets a field goal and now a stick back, so he has 4 quick points. The crowd is back, and layup off the glass over Robinson.
Drexler has 21. Now David Robinson working down low. Stripped away. Doc Rivers is there to find it. He had the chance, but he's going to take it to the hoop. How did he get that up? The follow, the block. Loose ball foul on Houston.
Lift here, more importantly, he's really energized this team and his crowd. Watch his block by David Robinson. And then the loose ball foul on Oregon.
Into Robinson. Open man person. And the rifleman hits a rare three-pointer.
Without 3 guys swarming on him right now, they cannot get him the ball. See if they can run a quick slip and roll. That's what they do.
The first game, 94-93. And the foul on the post. That's 3 on Olajuwon.
Go into Olajuwon, which is what they do, and give him that spin move on the baseline. They get the corner out of the way, so now he can go to that pet move of his. Fall in love with this 3-point shot, though.
Anderson with the penetration and the dish to Robinson, which draws the foul.
Bob, remember we diagrammed when that corner was empty that he could make that spin move? Well, in the clutch, they do that. They empty that corner out.
Right there, 5 minutes to go in this game. Olajuwon's jump hook, no. Robinson kept it alive. Loose ball foul on the Spurs. The veterans stay on the floor. There they go to Robinson. His pull-up jumper, he likes that shot.
That's his shot. He likes to face up.
Single coverage by Robinson.
They're going to read the double team.
He's fouled on the lean-in as Willie Anderson drove down to...
Didn't feel the double team. Spot up the open 3-point shooter. It's been their success throughout.
Punched away by J.R. Reed. He stripped that ball away from Elliott. He gets it back and drives. The bounce doesn't go. Robinson there. Powering it inside. And the foul.
They're a small team, and you can hurt them on the offensive boards. Robinson with a great second effort. And the finish, the 3-point play opportunity. Got a chance to pull them within 4 points. Legal, very fortunate that they bailed out of that.
Drexler with 4 to shoot. Olajuwon wrestles the rebound away from Doc Rivers, and it's a new shot clock. 2 minutes to play. Earl Anderson, spin move inside to Robinson. He's fouled, but did not get it to go down for the three-point opportunity.
20 seconds. That was drawn up to perfection.
Robinson powers it inside. He has 31 now. No quit in the Admiral. And a 5-point Rockets lead.
If no double team, Olajuwon will take it. If they double, he'll find the open guy on the perimeter.
Pull-up jumper.
Amazing. Amazing the pressure performance that we've seen by these Houston Rockets. Clock. Robinson now faces up. A nice up and under move. He scores. But once again, the Rockets come back. They cleared out for Olajuwon. We're not going to double team. We don't want to give the three. And Olajuwon squares it up, and he drills it.
Not playing tonight. We're going to talk about the substitutions. We're going to talk about the lack of emotion.
Gathering steam as they go along in the playoffs.
106-96. The Houston Rockets surprise the Spurs.
NBA playoffs go! Who got the fever? We got the fever! The NBA on TNT! It's unbelievable! Now how could it be? The last game on TNT? It's been an amazing plight with 30 games and 30 nights. We salute all the shots and slams, the players, coaches, and you the fans for helping us make history. Playoff fever on TNT!
Getting ready, playoff basketball.
We're ready, NBA playoffs go!
Starts at power forward, only played 5 minutes in game 2. We'll see Mario Ellie early and often.
And Mario Ellie has done a great job on Sean Elliott.
Game 2. Olajuwon. It's 2-0 Houston. Hakeem had 41 points and 16 rebounds in game number 2.
And then will be who did the third guy to give them that scoring.
The foul on the double team. And it goes on David Robinson, who picks up his first one very early. Period till the end of the game. What will he bring tonight?
I think that's the big question. I think tonight you're going to see Rodman be challenged.
Down to Olajuwon again. The fadeaway doesn't go this time. Rodman keeps the rebound alive. Away his perimeter shots. Down to David Robinson. 10 on the shot clock. Avery Johnson with the penetration. Back to the Admiral. It's 7-4 San Antonio against Dennis Rodman. Horry's jump hook doesn't fall. Olajuwon steals that rebound and is fouled.
If that's on Robinson, that'll be his second.
Trouble putting it in the bucket. They're only 1 of 4 in the early going. Olajuwon. To Drexler. For 3!
They'd like to catch Houston maybe celebrating going down the floor, and Avery Johnson did at that time.
3 men on Hakeem. No problem. 14-12 Houston.
A big man shouldn't be able to move like that. That's illegal. Billing, remember this, these people have not seen this team since they won in Phoenix.
Nice touch from the Dream. Olajuwon is 3 for 4. He has 8.
Well, in the series, they're averaging 58% of their points.
David Robinson with the lean in. Bob Hill thought his star center was going to be called for an offensive foul. Not so. It's on Olajuwon.
They've got to get it out and they've got to run. They've got to keep the tempo up. And watch Hakeem Olajuwon here. Shake, up and back, dip, up and under, off the glass.
Match down there on Del Negro, kicks it back out. Open man with 6 on the shot clock is Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hey, tonight he wisely passes that one off, gets it over to Sean Elliott.
Rodman kept that ball alive to Robinson, power move. And the Spurs have regained the lead, 17-16. 10 on the shot clock. Olajuwon up and under. When will he stop showing us yet another move? You would say. Rodman defending Ori down to Olajuwon.
Look how quick that spin.
Del Negro. Drexler with 10 on the shot clock. Hands off to Kenny Smith. To Olajuwon. Knocks down the 17-footer. It's a 4-point Rockets lead. Dennis Rodman handling the ball and on the drive. Blocked out of there by Hakeem Olajuwon. Drexler has Kenny Smith on the left. He's fouled on the pass.
Is this goaltending, or does he get it in time? Very, very close. Looked like that ball was still going up.
That's a technical on Dennis Rodman called by Steve Javie. And Rodman hearing the jeers from this crowd. Now 35-29. Olajuwon's jump hook. He has 14 points. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Olajuwon 6 of 9. Robinson pull-up jumper. He didn't want to take that. Rebound Drexler.
You go up in the air to shoot the ball, you can always pass.
Rockets were down 29-28. They're ahead by 8 now. Spurs have 3 seconds.
Got to get it up.
Robinson. That counts. Put it in the book. 37-31. An incredible, explosive, bombastic first quarter.
So he can hear Bob Hill say, hey, we're doing great. They won't hit them all night. Back to you.
Terry Cummings wasn't doing great on that defensive move.
Olajuwon doesn't like to cover out on the floor.
Terry Cummings on the penetration. Cassell is there. The block from Olajuwon. That's his second tonight.
Around 1.
10 to shoot.
Look at this. Look at this. Goaltending and a foul. That is incredible that a man can be that quick.
I guarantee you, even the San Antonio Spurs are amazed at this move.
Watch him step through this double team, gets hit in the head, and then there's the goaltend. I think here, David Robinson's coming back in. I think this is a good move by Bob Hill. He rested David Robinson, and Olajuwon hits him with 5 quick points.
Far in this series.
Well, David's got to take his time and post him up and play down on the low block. There he gets the double team and finds the cutter, so that's good play. Run your offense through Robinson.
Rockets lead.
You got to continue to go through David Robinson. No outside shots. Punch it inside.
Robinson getting inside over the shorter Charles Jones.
Watch David Robinson in the low post. He loves to come middle, shoot that little shot off his left shoulder fading. That's a beautiful shot, and he could get that shot anytime here.
J.R. Reed back to Avery Johnson on the drive. Goes to Robinson, and he's fouled on the drive. And up off the bench, very quickly on the Houston end, comes Hakeem Olajuwon. Shot clock now for Houston. San Antonio has scored 8 straight points, and that steal from David Robinson as they try to enter it to Olajuwon. To Olajuwon, the lead down to 1. Punched away the second consecutive steal by Robinson on the inbound entry. Up the way they're defending Olajuwon a little bit in this game tonight from game 2. Open man, Chuck Person. Took his time that time and drains the three.
That's a very good call.
He struggled in these playoffs. Hakeem Olajuwon from the baseline.
He hasn't.
I've never seen him play better. That was a very deceptive smile.
Yeah, that was a mischievous smile, but here we see Hakeem Olajuwon. You know, another thing we've seen, Bob, with the great centers in the game, other than maybe a Shaquille O'Neal who's strictly a power player, the Ewings, the Olajuwons, the Robinsons, the Rick Schmitz, the Alonzo Mournings, they are all now good jump shooters. Now you're playing one-on-one basketball, and Olajuwon's not touching it.
Ellie had the penetration to Jones, who kicked it to Olajuwon for Houston. Ori takes another of his threes. Not this time. Drexler with the offensive board. It had been kept alive by Hakeem Olajuwon. Drexler with 12. Hakeem with 21. Ori with 11. David Robinson misses the jumper. Ellie on the run. Avery kicks it to Person. He misses the 3. Olajuwon takes the rebound away from Rodman. It's 3-on-1. Drexler with a reverse. What a heady veteran play. Cassell to Robert Ori. Inside to Olajuwon. Good defense by David Robinson. But Olajuwon got the loose ball. Robinson is saying, what must I do? Johnson to Robinson. He likes to face up and make that penetration. What a block by Olajuwon. Houston with the timeout call by Cassell, who was drilled in the chest following the Olajuwon block. It's a 20-second timeout.
See, now David Robinson, it looks like he has the little jump shot, and he wants to get closer to the basket, and they're swarming him. He gets the ball down, and when you bring that ball down, you allow a lot of people to come into the play. Sam Cassell here with the good play. Now, the reason I say this is a good play, you've only got 2 minutes to go in the half, and you have a 20-second timeout, and you maintain a possession.
10 on the shot clock. Wanting to lob to Olajuwon. Robinson too good for that. That's his third steal.
So the defense is starting to settle in a little bit now. Oh, David Robinson looked like he walked.
Chuck Person from way downtown.
Requesting that. The man who coached him when he came into the league and did such a great job with him in Detroit. And there's been a lot of changes in Dennis Rodman since those years with the bad boys. Those men had strength. Olajuwon into the paint, kicks it to Drexler.
That's a three from Clyde. Drexler has 17.
And it does serve you correctly.
Sean Elliott into Robinson. It won't fall. Good rebound by Elliott. Turnaround. It won't go. Loose ball. Jump ball. L.A. and Rodman. Look out.
Anytime Rodman gets into a scrap like that, everybody starts holding their breath, like what's going to happen? Like he did to start game 2. They'd like to get off to a good start defensively, and Olajuwon, remember, he had 19 points in the third quarter, so he's going to come out in the three-point line. Olajuwon in the post. Now you get a cutter. If anyone double teams, they'll kick it out for the open shot.
Driving on Robinson, just like the open man. Ellie back to Olajuwon with 3 on the shot clock. Kept alive by Ellie. Saved by Ori. Olajuwon isolated against Robinson. To Kenny Smith. That's a 3.
Now you tell me how that shot goes in. That's a line drive.
Strategically to keep his team in this game.
The best move he could do would be kidnap Olajuwon.
But to have kidnapped him about 4 days ago.
That's right.
Rodman finally gets down court. Elliott on the drive. Blocked by Olajuwon. Put back up by Rodman and in by Robinson.
Those three-point shots.
Olajuwon loses it out of bounds. It's going to be Houston ball with 8 on the shot clock.
Push it up the floor, and they're getting some transition baskets.
Blocked by Olajuwon. 4 blocks in this game with 3 on the shot clock.
Gotta get it up.
Robinson has to take the long jumper, and he hits it at the buzzer. Count it. That's 2 buzzer beaters in this game by David Robinson. Kevin Kiley, what do you have for us?
Rockets huddle, very calm. Rudy T said, hey, the pick and roll is killing us and somebody's got to shoot.
One spinning jump shot on the baseline. You can almost count it as this time he turns it over.
And the foul is on Mario Ellie. Robinson on the roll, 5 to shoot. Driving on Olajuwon. Count the basket and the foul. And it is on Hakeem Olajuwon. So, 8 on the shot clock. Pick and roll into Robinson. Drexler. Not this time, kept alive nicely by Ori. Olajuwon's going to take it back inside. The foul on David Robinson, that'll be his second. Another close call there.
David Robinson was moving. Did he get his shoulders square? Olajuwon gets him in the air and jumps right through his chest. And normally when a guy's moving like this, you'll get the call. Watch this now as David Robinson is going back. He bumps him and then he falls back. I think that's a good call.
Olajuwon rattles it in for the three-point play, and it's a 1-point Spurs lead. Trying to post up Olajuwon. 10 on the shot clock. Spin move up and under.
See, playing him straight up. No help here at all defensively. And these guys are so good, you let them go one-on-one. If you let Robinson go one-on-one against Olajuwon, he's going to score also. So David's got his hands full down there right now.
Olajuwon singled up against Robinson, spinning into the middle. The jump hook doesn't go down that time. David Robinson with excellent defense. Minute to go in the quarter.
Robinson out of the game now with Cummings on him. They're going to go right to Olajuwon. No contest.
Oh my, has 32.
You got to get your guy some rest.
Trying to post him up against Terry Cummings, battling him down there in the post. Single coverage on Olajuwon. He'll have his opportunity. Hakeem, the leader, the man called for the ball. Scored 8 of the last 10 Rockets points. They have regained the lead.
Olajuwon, unstoppable. He's got you down in the torture chamber. Just what does he want to do to you? The fadeaway jumper, and he knocks it in.
David Robinson faced up against Olajuwon. Finds the open man. It's Chuck Person. He knocks down the three. The rifleman. There's the comeback kids. Down by 1. Nice pass inside to Chucky Brown.
He muscled it in despite the block by Doc Rivers.
New clock and sideline out of bounds.
Look at Olajuwon's eyes. He's watching J.R. Reed the whole way, and the moment he gets into no man's land where he's not doubling and he can't guard his own man, Olajuwon drills a beautiful pass to Chucky Brown. The Rockets are starting to stand around a little bit right now, Bob. They don't have the crispness. I think San Antonio has changed their defense a little bit because it's not coming. There's no one there coming to double team. Goes quickly with it, and this time he gets the fadeaway.
And Chuck Person gets the rebound.
Pass.
Chucky Brown punches it away from J.R. Reed, and here comes the double team. The open man is Robinson from 15. He'll knock that down about every time.
Shot to make.
Down inside to Hakeem. Again, single coverage. He spins it inside. If David Robinson is not quick enough to stop you as a center, nobody is.
Well, I think you've got to make him come back to the middle if you're not going to double team. That way, when the guy puts it on the floor, you can at least sink and give help.
Benny Del Negro. They'll just keep milking Olajuwon.
There goes middle, and this time, what's he going to get? A blocker charge. There's a charge.
Ed Middleton started to make the call. He waited for Dick Bavetta, and Bavetta gave the call, and that will be number 4 on Olajuwon.
Olajuwon, they're going to keep working it and working it. Single coverage from Robinson. Turnaround goes down in his rhythm.
Olajuwon is unstoppable. 30 moves.
Del Negro is going to take that three. Not this time. Olajuwon is there.
It seems like when the big play is called for, so many times you see the dream.
They're going to go once again to him. See if they start double teaming. They're not shooting the three well. They might want to make him shoot a jump shot.
That time a quick shot by Olajuwon. He misses it, tied at 89.
Watch Hakeem get space here. The little bump and the rhythm. Look at him step back. And then when you need a defensive rebound, you call on Hakeem Olajuwon. Which star is going to will his team to victory tonight?
Cassell, Drexler, Ori, 10 on the shot clock. Drexler, blocked by Robinson. 8 to shoot.
Robinson, the great block.
Robinson pulls up and knocks down the jumper. It's a 4-point Spurs lead with 4:50 to go. Avery Johnson, Dennis Rodman gives it to Robinson, and Robinson goes hard into Olajuwon. He's going to be called for the foul, and that's 5 on the Dream. Spurs defense has been intense this half. Down to Olajuwon, who slipped inside of Robinson, who went for the steal. Spurs by 4. Spurs by 7. Rockets looking for somebody to step up. Foul on the spin move here. Whistled by Ed Middleton. Oh, but if they go down 0-3, it's good night. Del Negro in the air has to pass to Robinson. That's the biggest lead of the game, and the first team to 100 tonight, Coach Collins, is San Antonio.
Has been a big time player tonight. He's created all kinds of scoring opportunities for his teammates by penetrating, getting in the lane, and pulling the Rockets defense inside.
Olajuwon arguing with Dick Bavetta as he was arm locked down there with Robinson, but Houston calls the timeout with 1:58 to go. Smith feeds to Olajuwon. He misses, and Del Negro rebounds. What else can Vinny Del Negro do tonight?
I would assume that Houston is going to go to all screen rolls here, switch on everything, take away the shot.
Kenny Smith isolated with Dennis Rodman. Hakeem takes the three.
Oh, what else can he do? What else can Olajuwon do? Unbelievable.
Here is Hakeem Olajuwon with his 3 of his 43.
Shot that one pretty easily, didn't he?
Kenny Smith pulls up. Just missed the three. Rodman gets it. That's the end of the ball game.
San Antonio gets the game. The home team loses for the third consecutive time in this series. San Antonio 107, Houston 102.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1995 NBA playoffs. Today, it's Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals between the San Antonio Spurs and the Houston Rockets.
Opening tap to the Spurs.
They're trying to get Del Negro going, and that's not going to happen early.
Shot clock at 3, and Robinson has to cast off a long one.
Not a good first possession for San Antonio. Took way too long to get into anything recognizable as offense.
Olajuwon.
Single coverage. They stay at home in the perimeter shooters.
Kenny Smith on the drive. The double team on Robinson. He gives it up for Avery Johnson.
That's the guy that they feel is a weak link.
Johnson's as good as any point guard in the NBA with the exception of John Stockton.
Olajuwon's ball away, no good. Robinson trying to keep it alive, out of bounds.
Here's a pick and roll.
Del Negro looks back to Robinson for the jumper. David Robinson, his first two of the afternoon.
San Antonio Spurs are trying to establish his pick and roll early. They cut off Benny Del Negro, and that's going to leave this scoring opportunity for David Robinson.
Del Negro to Robinson. Oh, it's another jumper.
This is tremendous strategy by San Antonio. Looking at the crowd, a lot of confidence there.
Olajuwon. And that shot will not count. NT Rush says the foul came before the shot.
Olajuwon has been torching David Robinson inside with an assortment of moves, and Robinson trying to get a body on him, get him physical, but the reason he's going to have problems, he's able to post too deep. It's just too deep. Too good.
They come right back with Hakeem after he picked up the first foul. Robinson's got to be a little softer, a little bit more careful. Initiates the contact. Beautiful balance and position. Nice use of that left arm.
Sean Elliott, his first of the day. Olajuwon fakes the drive, puts up the jumper. In the last 3 games, Olajuwon has scored 27, 41, and 43 points. We asked David Robinson if he's seen him play better than he did in Game 3 Friday night.
I haven't seen him play better, period. He's playing good basketball. And you know, it's just to his credit. It's the time of the year to really take your game to another level, and that's what he's done. And so, you know, that's what makes this great. You know, we come out here and we play, we do our job. See, you know, my game is so different from Hakeem's, and that really I need to come out and I need to defend and I need to make a lot of things happen all around. And I'm not just the post scorer that he is. So my game is a little bit different. I can't get caught up in the ego thing and trying to say I got to score 40 because he scores 40. I want to win the game. And as long as we win the game, then that's okay. And we can still win the game if he scores 40. That's not a problem.
Foul called on the Houston Rockets to date.
Robinson, strong move. His hook is off the mark.
Now, the Rockets are a team that run on occasion, and they had a transition chance, but they wanted to set it up, and
always when you're driving to the hoop.
Or a quick move. Rodman, his second rebound.
What shooter shoots with their ankle?
Robinson with a monster slam off the feet from Del Negro.
Obviously, Steve, you've never had any leg troubles at all, or you would realize that your entire game comes from your ankles.
We are tied at 14.
What a pass.
On the cut. And a nice pass from Hakeem.
They know that Hakeem Olajuwon will be at every play at the basket. So when they come, they can find Robinson coming back, but then Hakeem will answer so many different ways. The slicing pass, the quick look, it's that pass that fake pass that will set up all your offense. Most importantly, they made some shots.
Olajuwon lost it.
There was a foul. The crowd reacting.
Ori will back it out. Go down low to Olajuwon. Look at the move.
Hakeem Olajuwon, so much like Michael Jordan, who's added to his game all the time.
And on the second attempt, Olajuwon fouls Robinson.
Olajuwon got it twice. He got the first one. David Robinson had great position. That's too deep. There's the deflection, and then the second one, and he's saying no foul.
I disagree totally. On the first one, well, this is going to be Olajuwon with the up and under, the Kevin McHale move, the step right by the flying Robinson. But the other play, the first play should have been a jump ball.
And the whistle is going to go against Charles Jones, trying to keep a handle on David Robinson. Johnson, stop and go, tried to flip it back, won't fall. And recovered by Olajuwon, who put up the jumper. Ori missed the follow. Kenny Smith down the lane and then toss it off to no one. Ori for three. And Charles Jones with the rebound.
He does not want to shoot at all.
Standing around, and Olajuwon inside.
A minute ago, the Houston Rockets were able to capitalize on the offensive board because nobody was moving to the ball for San Antonio. But San Antonio got a real break on a good block shot by Charles Jones.
Yeah, that was a good move that just went for nothing.
Robinson. Oh! Rodman follows. Didn't fall. Olajuwon has it. And we're out of time. And Dennis Rodman furious about a whistle that didn't blow. Sam Cassell on the floor as well as Mario Elie for the Rockets. And Olajuwon gets Houston started here in the second with a bucket.
Stands the game that Olajuwon's playing at this time in terms of the moves he's able to make. Makes a few turnovers, but today he's made a couple.
I've been starting to have one of those games where everything goes right for him.
Rivers open for another three.
He himself, 1973.
One of 5 MVPs in the house today. Olajuwon just the stuff. The lob to Olajuwon, the fake. He got the bucket and the foul. First time today we have seen Robinson front Hakeem Olajuwon.
The changing defenses that they went to, you come around the top, Sean Elliott just too soft on the perimeter. No rotation by Rodman, who's got to come over there. Rudy T, yeah, there's 2 on Robinson.
Olajuwon makes it a three-point play.
Play behind to come on the side. That'll confuse Hakeem and slow him down a little bit.
Rodman with the putback.
Needed. Coming through solid today.
Olajuwon didn't get the bounce, but he chases down the loose ball. Kenny Smith for three.
Gene just dragged guys on his way to the hoop that time.
And there is a foul down low. Avery Johnson, high off the glass. Up ahead, Kenny Smith. D. Smith. Olajuwon pulls it down.
Kenny Smith, the greatest three-point shooter in Houston franchise history. That shot's got to go down. This game's about moving on.
Olajuwon, Robinson got the block.
Now, that's the first time David Robinson was able to get any kind of read on Olajuwon at this end.
On the move. Avery Johnson off the feed from David Robinson.
Call that play for Robinson right away.
Rodman has the rebound. And the loose ball can Rodman, and now he's fouled by Elie. Antonio has the ball. Cassell with the steal. And Olajuwon lost it coming down the lane.
Under 10.
All the way down to 4 now. Olajuwon spins, lost it, run out of time, lost the ball. David Robinson inside, down the lane. Rockets wanted to travel, didn't have it. And the loose ball can Robinson has the ball. He has 6 points. 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 6
Too late in the shot clock to get the ball to Hakeem.
He lost it again.
Now, David Robinson has done a much better job of handling Hakeem inside on how to handle it.
Del Negro tapped up by Rodman. Robinson's follow is no good. Here come the Rockets.
The Ori-Del Negro matchup is killing the Rockets.
The 9, and the Rockets look to cut it even more. Hakeem, fade away.
No more twists and turns for a while.
You'd expect to give them.
Robinson blocked by Hakeem.
The Drex are still complaining, but there can be no complaint about this for David Robinson. Olajuwon well on top of that one, and that started that fast break.
Lost it. Drexler. For Ori, blocked by Robinson.
It only changes for you and these big men when they do something you like.
Look at Rodman underneath with another offensive rebound.
He doesn't play well consistently enough at this time.
There's the whistle. See, I disagree with you on that.
Now, the extracurricular activity, not taking care of business.
Well, that foul is on Hakeem Olajuwon, and that's number 4. Robinson going against Charles Jones. Inside, got the bounce. David Robinson has 17.
Goodbye, Robert Horry.
Olajuwon, and Robinson got a hand on it.
Established Olajuwon. He has not been able to get numbers going, and he is their big force at the offensive end. That missed, an easy 2, and they're going to get a foul against Robert Horry.
The basket counts. Horry tripped, and now a technical foul on Robert Horry. Antonio goes home with momentum in a 2-game winning streak.
After 2 out of the next 3 games in San Antonio.
If the Rockets are going to have some success, not only in the 4th, but in Game 5, Robinson throws one down. Olajuwon's got to get back inside.
The Rockets just look confused.
Olajuwon working for his shot.
When is David Robinson the best? When he's out on the floor and plays like a forward. He blows by Olajuwon for a 2-hand throwdown, and Olajuwon showing he can dance outside as well. It's a fadeaway.
9:32 to play in the game. The Spurs by 20. This is the NBA on NBC.
Golden chance to at least come out with a 3rd win here at home. Haven't done it, and Olajuwon spinning David Robinson around for the first time he's had.
And they've got that.
Chilka steals a rebound. Mario Ellie hits a 3.
Olajuwon told Cassell to clear. He wants all the room to work against David Robinson.
Drexler, Hakeem, baseline shot is good. Dennis Rodman with 10 off the offensive board. Olajuwon doesn't get it to fall. Batted up. Chilka keeps it alive, recovers, and draws the foul.
Usually when Rodman starts tapping that ball,
Robinson going to the basket, drew the foul.
Bailout shot to beat the clock.
Olajuwon around and out.
Normally they set their game up with Olajuwon. Good block by David Robinson.
Horry chases it down.
No new shot clock at 10.
Hakeem, line drive. Here comes Del Negro for an easy 2.
I didn't know he could dunk.
Impressive performance by the San Antonio Spurs. They lose the first 2 at home. They come back and they take 2 in Houston. 103-81, and we'll be back in a moment.
Welcome back to the Summit in Houston. The Spurs have tied up the series at 2 apiece. I'm Jim Graham, joined by David Robinson. David, 20 points tonight. You seem to solve Hakeem. How did you stop him tonight?
Solve Hakeem. I don't think you solve Hakeem. I just played him tough, and I mean, you can't score 40 every night. He's human, and so all I can do is play tough on him. I got some good help. We got some good rotations. But I think we're putting the pressure on him up and down the floor. They've got to play 48 minutes, and I think they got a little bit of tired.
Will any team be able to win at home?
Yeah, well, definitely one of these teams is going to win at home. Next game, we go home. That's a big game for us. We got to get it.
All right, David, thanks for joining us.
All right, thanks.
Greg?
It has been the best of times for the visiting team in these Western Conference Finals. The worst of times for the home team. Truly a strange tale of two cities. San Antonio was a far, far better place for the Houston Rockets in the first two games. There was talk of a sweep. But the Spurs struck back in Houston, stunning the Rockets twice. David Robinson displaying the full arsenal of his MVP talent, Dennis Rodman creating chaos. Now the defending champions must produce in another dire situation. But ask Utah and Phoenix about counting Houston out. Clutch City thrives on pressure. The winner tonight will be one step away from the NBA Finals.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1995 NBA Playoffs. Tonight, it's Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals between the Houston Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs.
I'm joined this evening by Steve Jones and Bill Walton. Let's first talk to Bill about the Houston Rockets. Hakeem Olajuwon, the NBA's leading scorer in the playoffs, but can he do it all by himself?
I don't think so, Greg, because even though few have ever played the game of basketball as well as Hakeem has played this spring, his Sunday performance was subpar, and that begs the question, is Hakeem tired or has David Robinson figured out? Whatever it is, look for Hakeem with a vengeance tonight.
All right, Bill. Meanwhile, for the San Antonio Spurs, David Robinson, obviously the main man for them, outplayed by Hakeem Olajuwon in the first three games of this series, but in Game 4, David proved that Mrs. Robinson didn't raise any dummies.
Well, that's right, Greg, and after having a front row seat and being torched and toyed with in the first three games, David Robinson finally figured Hakeem out. Offensively, he became the aggressor. He attacked the basket, he ran the floor, and he got Olajuwon back on his heels. At the defensive end, he didn't go for the first fake, and he was able to block his shot.
Good roll offense of San Antonio, and they've got to deny the quick outlet to slow down the fast break.
Period. Game 5 of the Western Conference Final. Olajuwon, jump hook is good.
And try to establish the guards and get David Robinson rolling to the hoop.
Robinson's fall away is good.
When you have Olajuwon down in this position and he gets single coverage, it's just a question of the decision he's going to make. David Robinson didn't take anything away, and he was able to score. Same story for David Robinson. He was able to get Olajuwon back on his heels. That's the reason the hoop goes in.
Del Negro with Mario Ellie on him, and now to Robinson, who'll take the jumper. For Houston. Olajuwon right back at them. The jump hook doesn't fall. Robinson with the rebound.
His offense, so he's got to see some guys score some points. And unless they're just going to miss and think about extra possession, Rodman's fine right where he is.
Antonio has been decisive.
Olajuwon with the jumper. And J.R. Reed has the ball.
Ori has come to play today.
Avery Johnson with the steal. 2-on-1. Robinson.
Sam Cassell made a mistake with the ball, and Avery Johnson made a nice read, and that early push that they've been looking for results in an easy scoring opportunity for David Robinson.
Player you're talking about, Steve.
Olajuwon, fall away, got the bucket and the foul.
First one of the team meal, but I don't care how early you get there, nobody can deal with that. Face.
And Ori chases it down. Feeds Ellie on the drive. First, 28-14 as we approach 2.5 to play here in the first. Batted away from behind by Olajuwon.
Out for Houston.
Hakeem, fade away. And Rodman with his first board of the night. We saw Sunday in the victory in Houston. Robinson traveled.
They close down the lane, but hit a couple jumpers. They're trying to get all the way to the hoop. It's not working.
Olajuwon will take the jumper and in.
Talking about pulling up. How do you guard that? Houston plays. They take more threes than anyone.
Doc Rivers has given this team life in the short minutes that he's played. Let's see if it happens again. David Robinson drawing the foul against Olajuwon. And now they work a pick and roll against the shot clock.
Olajuwon hits the jumper.
That is flawless execution. Vastly superior, as you would expect after the first two games.
Olajuwon again with the long-range jumper. Let's go back and look at Hakeem's jumper.
Now you see how deep he is out on the floor. You would give him that shot.
But there's nothing you can do. The guy's 7 foot tall. You got to give him that shot. But Dennis Rodman gets called for the 3 seconds.
See, they're using Olajuwon, and that takes David Robinson out of the middle with a big recovery that time.
David Robinson came a long ways to get the block.
When the guard comes down the lane, if he's thinking double clutch, like Sam Cassell is there, that gets sent back time and time again. Fronting it so he can't just drive to the hoop and force the defense to collapse.
Olajuwon across the lane, hits again. Hakeem Olajuwon gives the Rockets a 38-27 lead. He has 15.
This is a man on a mission here, driving to the hoop after hitting his jumpers, sees the whole play. That's what Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan do, and this man is 7 feet tall.
Kenny Smith then kicks it back to Olajuwon. Tipped by Rodman, grabbed by Robinson.
It was good scoring balance. They haven't had it so far. Drexler trying to get back on the scoreboard, and they're lucky to get that one back.
See what Houston and San Antonio are doing this quarter. It doesn't bode well for the Rockets, especially when Hakeem misses in close like that.
First spin move of the night for Hakeem.
What a quick feed from Avery Johnson to David Robinson. And let's go back to David Robinson.
And now see, Olajuwon allows David Robinson to outlet it. Now he's already got 3 steps on him, and he will try to get back, but it's too late. Ellie doesn't get there in time. Robinson over the top.
Shot clock is at 7. Horry outside, tried to get it in, but Olajuwon tipped away. And is yet to go to the free throw line here in the second quarter. Olajuwon inside, and now he will go and shoot the Rockets' first free throws of this second quarter. Lead to 4.
So they've gone from a 16-point advantage. Olajuwon just got knocked down. No call.
Goes inside, draws the foul.
Let him roll and play the team defense.
Sam Cassell for 3. 45-41. And this call goes against Terry Cummings. He fouled Olajuwon.
Hakeem in the post.
Olajuwon, the jump hook. He and Terry Cummings have been waging war down low.
Pressure.
Cassell wanted an illegal on Rodman.
Olajuwon again overcoming.
Drexler has to get off early.
Olajuwon does.
Let's see if the Houston Rockets recover the defensive energy that they had early. David Robinson travels on that one.
So far, saddled with foul trouble. Olajuwon jump hook. Off the bounce. Hakeem has 26. Olajuwon with the jump hook.
Got to get busy at this end of the floor.
And he does. And whistle blows before he made his move.
In terms of top to bottom depth.
Robinson. Nice move by David Robinson.
This is what David Robinson has to do the remainder of the game, attack. And when he turns and faces, that's when he's at best at the offensive end.
He's just going to go to the hoop every time.
Robinson draws the foul.
He should. I mean, if you're getting beat one way, you got to come back and make this guy think about you. And now David Robinson is very aggressive. This is how he hurt him in game 4. Even after he pushed off, he had the foul, so he'll go to the line.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Anything you
Well, that little ditty born of our great love for Broadway show tunes, but it does
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
hit the battle in the middle between two superstar centers in the NBA, and those are their numbers so far this evening. Shot clock at 5. Dishes for Jones, blocked by Robinson. And the shot clock violation for a second straight trip down court.
Great play by David Robinson to rotate along the baseline, basically denying everybody.
That jump hook was scored on him, really picked him up.
Olajuwon comes down with the rebound.
Now he's going to hit a jumper, probably a 3. What else can the guy do?
Sam Cassell gets the bounce. So Cassell
plays with fouls. He's fresher.
Olajuwon quiets the crowd.
Got them back in the game is a trap, and Houston's going to have to move the ball, move people a little bit quicker in order to beat it. They can get easy hoops.
Robert Horry back to the basket and drew the foul.
Good defense, Charles Jones again.
Del Negro to Robinson, and it counts.
San Antonio Spurs have become aggressive, and it's paid dividends for them at the offensive end, but this one probably should have been a no call. Charles Jones just happened to be there. David Robinson initiating the contact.
Olajuwon into the lane, jump hook. Olajuwon with 32. Out of bounds to Houston. Robinson lost it out of bounds. 18 turnovers. And Robinson comes back to make the steal. And it rolls out of bounds. Times this evening. Olajuwon falling away. Here comes Johnson. 3-on-1. Robinson blocked and fouled. Cassell blocked by Robinson and a goaltender.
One of the ways to beat a defensive pressure outside is to have someone cut to the hoop. David Robinson got there late.
Oh, that was a great block. Got there late. Come on. Houston keeps bouncing back.
And the whistle blows down low. 6. Ellie kicks to Olajuwon at the buzzer. Got it. Hakeem Olajuwon with 34. Johnson.
Olajuwon got a piece of that, and Horry makes the save. Ball to Olajuwon.
He's got to hurry off the baseline. Rodman with the rebound. Robinson, another jump.
Oh! The go-to guy. Who's it going to be when it's all on the line?
Olajuwon. Oh.
They know who they have in Houston.
Well, watch Olajuwon, and this tells you just how hot he is. He doesn't really have good control of that ball until he gets it up in the air, but it's money, and he has worn down the interior of the Spurs.
Top of the key, three-pointer, doesn't fall, and a whistle blows. J.R. Reed just knocked Hakeem Olajuwon into the next county.
Reed double up with Hakeem on Reed down low to give Doc Rivers that shot.
Sam Cassell for 3.
Conservative. They've got to keep attacking, keep with their threes, no fakes.
Olajuwon again.
So you got to look for them to try to score the ball, led by David Robinson. Should have been a charge.
Robinson gets the roll. scoring average in each of their first 7 seasons, and Avery Johnson is one of them. The fadeaway. Around and out. Look at Cassell, who got shoved, and he'll go to the line.
So they're going to try to post Doc Rivers against Sam Cassell.
Rivers. Hakeem with the block. Hakeem for Cassell. Olajuwon started it with the block.
Hakeem Olajuwon coming in the zone himself, slaps it off, kicks it out, and then dumps it off. The layup, Cassell slashing.
7 minutes, 7 seconds to play. This is a 20-second timeout. Rivers. Another block for Olajuwon. 3 blocks for Olajuwon tonight.
In this series, Greg, we've got the last 5 defensive players of the years. Rodman 2 times, David Robinson 1 time, Hakeem Olajuwon 2 times. Slap. No, not here.
Continue to go through Olajuwon and cut to the basket. If they do that, they clear, and Olajuwon has a chance to go one-on-one. Shot clock at 4.
You consider that a distraction for the San Antonio Spurs?
Well, I consider the guy in the middle more of a distraction for him. Olajuwon. Easton in the game, Willie Anderson in the game. David Robinson lost control of that.
2 blocks by Olajuwon. Give him 5 for the night.
The 10 hours of the day game to the night game really helped Hakeem's freshness.
Drexler off the pass from Olajuwon.
Olajuwon's 5 blocks have all been in the 4th quarter.
42 for Olajuwon.
Steve, you go guard it.
Hey, they may as well forget about
that. He can't do any worse.
I mean, the big fella gets congratulated by David Robinson. He knows he's through for the night. He has been scorched again, and he'll have to think about it. All they can do right now is try to regroup and be prepared for Game 6.
This is one of those games where everybody else was just lucky to be in the building.
And the San Antonio fans giving him a well-deserved round of applause. 42 points, 9 rebounds, 5 block shots. Here in Game 5, the Houston Rockets have grabbed the edge. 3 games to 2, 111-90 is the final score. Let's go to Hannah Storm. Hannah.
Hakeem, a spectacular performance. How did you guys achieve such a stunning turnaround after the 2 losses at home?
Well, after 2 disappointing losses at home, we had to regroup ourselves, but we were very lucky that the score is still tied, 2-2. So we came out here with confidence, with patience, and played team basketball.
Can you achieve a win at home? Translate this aggressiveness to your home court?
Well, I hope so.
All right, Hannah. 3 games to 2. The Rockets will try to go home and win it on Thursday. Groping for answers. Searching for solutions. The San Antonio Spurs lost fewer games than any team in the NBA this season. But if they lose 1 more, their season will come to a shocking end. 4 straight playoff losses at home. Soaring to new heights. Stepping up in a big spot. The Houston Rockets only won 47 games this season. Yet, if they win 1 more, they will move on to the NBA Finals. Perhaps the most resilient team in NBA history, Clutch City refuses to relinquish the title. Will the Rockets roar into the finals? Can the Spurs stave off the anguish of elimination? These are the emotions at play in Houston tonight.
is the NBA on NBC. The 1995 NBA playoffs. Tonight, it's Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals between the San Antonio Spurs and the Houston Rockets.
Now, before the ball game, there was a very pensive David Robinson, and what David should have been contemplating is the spanking that he's been getting from Hakeem Olajuwon. He has been tortured, and now it's his turn to be the aggressor. He's got to hand out the 3 T's. Toast, torment, and torment Olajuwon and be the aggressor. He doesn't have to score 40, but he's got to take it to him, and if he does, they have a chance of playing Game 7.
All right, Steve. Meanwhile, for the Houston Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon is playing at such a level, Bill Walton is ready to put him up there with the best ever.
Greg, the history of the NBA is all about its great players dominating in the playoffs. Now, Hakeem Olajuwon, what he's done this spring, he joins the elite players in the history of this game. Jordan, Bird, Magic, Jabbar, all the rest of them. But Hakeem realizes that those numbers, as impressive as they are, were thrown in the face of David Robinson. He's got to do it one more time. And the most remarkable thing about all great competitors is that they do it winning from the top. This game tonight, all about heart. Who's got the most of it?
And the guy that has got to lead them has got to be David Robinson. He's got to come out of there with a lot of determination.
Folks, Paul Mahalik. Olajuwon, jump hook. Olajuwon averaging 32.6 a game in the postseason. Foul is on Clyde Drexler.
In the post, the two guys, Olajuwon, who has changed from Game 4, where Robinson had his best day. He's not faking with the ball. He's just attacking straight on.
Close enough to get the ball in the air.
Avery Johnson is stealed by Hakeem. 3-on-1, 4-on-1 Rockets. At 4. Robinson.
To his knees on defense and still right back up into the play.
Olajuwon, open jumper. Rodman down the lane, tapped out of bounds, saved by Olajuwon.
Incredible defensive play by Hakeem Olajuwon. Changing defense.
Well, they tried to go back to the lob.
Shot clock at 10. Elliott, baseline. Swatted by Olajuwon. Saved by Johnson. And this belongs to San Antonio.
This is Karch Karai putting one down at the beach volleyball tour.
During the regular season, Rodman keeps it alive, snares the ball. Johnson kicks it back to David Robinson. And Robinson with his first basket of the night. Drexler looks back inside to Olajuwon. Back outside, Robert Horry for 3. Robert Horry starting at the power forward slot. Magic of that game is they have Dennis Rodman up guarding him at the perimeter. Another block by Hakeem.
Houston has to be concerned about their hesitant offense.
Avery Johnson hits the jumper. And travel violation on David Robinson. Horry down the lane, has to force it up around and out. Olajuwon had the rebound and was fouled.
It favors the Houston Rockets. They've been able to close down the middle with Olajuwon and get them to play half court.
Hakeem with his third block. Ellie on the drive.
And that's what
on Robinson.
And that's what your mental preparation for a game is quickness to the ball.
Rodman on the offensive glass. Whistle blows.
Lame exits here tonight in Houston.
Olajuwon steps his way past Robinson. Robinson. 3-second violation.
Team played without a foul in the first quarter.
David Robinson fouled before he got that shot off. Lead.
This is what I like, coming back to the king here.
Cassell on the move. Nothing wrong with that shot.
Robinson is having a horrible start.
Here's Robinson on the power move. And he'll go to the line.
Control of this ball game.
Olajuwon.
He just took a guy who's 6 inches shorter and beat him with quickness.
Lead is down to 3. We come up on 7.5 to play in the first half, and another turnover by the Rockets. Del Negro on the drive. Fouled by Charles Jones. For the lead here, Avery Johnson across the lane, kicks it back. David Robinson. And the Spurs lead it by 2.
We got to be consistent with what we do because the players demand it.
Will Dennis be back next year?
It's way too early. We're concerned about Houston tonight.
An advantage on the post-ups, the mismatches.
Robinson. Off the feed from Avery Johnson. He does that to the baseline and gets the roll. Houston leads 37-36. Hakeem with 14 tonight.
The scoreboard says that this game is played at a Houston Rocket pace, and San Antonio wants to amp it up. They're going to go to David Robinson against Charles Jones.
There is a power move by David Robinson.
That's what we saw in the second half of Game 5. What the Spurs are hoping David Robinson will do every time for the rest of his career is Olajuwon, the fadeaway facial.
And David Robinson with the big move. Charles Jones commits his third. The Spurs lead it by 1. We're coming back in a moment. Robinson in the lane, missed the stop. Rockets with the loose ball. For Olajuwon, and a great look by Kenny Smith.
They got to stay with this matchup. Great feed by David Robinson to Avery Johnson.
In halftime, you'll be angry, you'll be mad, you'll come out, you'll be all fired up.
Robert Horry for 3.
Now, see, they want to post for Sam Cassell, and the shot clock's at 5.
That shot way short. Robert Horry. And the whistle blows. David Robinson guilty of the foul.
Digit threes.
Avery Johnson for Robinson. Fouled by Smith, and he'll go to the line to complete a 3-point play.
Now, right now, there's confusion. It's the second time it's happened for Kenny Smith and the Houston Rockets. Where to be, and Kenny's too far away to close down the lane, and then compounds it by getting a piece of David Robinson on the way to the hoop.
Drexler with the shot clock at 6. Robinson with the steal.
I'll show you later.
Robinson batted away by Hakeem.
Hakeem on the run.
Ellie down the lane.
You've got Houston convinced that Rodman can do nothing except rebound.
Olajuwon hits that.
Wide open slam dunk. Terrific defense, Olajuwon.
Olajuwon up. Timeout Spurs.
This is where you push yourself. This is where you are a former MVP and the current world champion. This is where you know you will not be denied. Hakeem Olajuwon.
7:48 to play in the third. The Rockets lead it by 5. At the very top of our telecast this evening, Bill Walton pointed out that Hakeem Olajuwon is playing basketball like at no other time in his career. Clyde Drexler has played a long time with Clyde, and it even amazes Clyde sometimes.
There have been a couple of plays when I've seen him make moves, and you kind of go, wow, where did he get that one from? Hadn't seen that one in a couple of months. He just seems to keep bringing them out of the bag one after another, and he seems to have a ton of them. I mean, there are endless numbers to his moves, and he works extremely hard. I don't even think he knows what he's going to do half the time. It's just such an instinctive move with him, and he works so hard. He just wants to get to the basket, and he usually finds a way to do it.
You know, it's scary when you don't know what you're going to do.
The good offensive players have no idea. It depends on what the defense does, and Robinson answers right back in his face.
Robinson is working his way into this game. Drexler trying to work his way in. Thought he got fouled on the way, but no call.
Hakeem, fall away, got it. Off David Robinson's hands and into the basket. For Robinson. Rodman on the offensive rebound. Rebounds. Drexler to Hakeem. We'll wait for Hakeem to get position down low. Across the lane and fouled by Robinson.
Drexler's got to look to get going, though, whether you can force the fouls or not.
At 2, and Olajuwon hits it. To play in the quarter. Elliott to Robinson. Baseline.
Great block out by Horry.
Hakeem with the jump hook. Over Terry Cummings. For 3 off the mark. Drexler had it, lost it, saved by Olajuwon. 24 for the Rockets.
Nobody's in their rhythm yet.
Double team on Robinson and fouled in the lane. Here's Rodman on the bench for San Antonio. Robinson in the lane. Rebound, Drexler. South.
That's a terrible shot.
And the Rockets get a break. Olajuwon has it bounced right to it. Horry. Pass the 3. Drive.
Trying to go pick and roll.
Olajuwon, that's off the mark. Doc Rivers with the ball. Olajuwon, and he was fouled up top.
Should just counter with this right here. Back to Olajuwon.
Fall away. Again. Elliott. Rejected by Olajuwon.
Now that is a face.
4 blocks for Hakeem. Hakeem. Timeout, San Antonio.
I thought you wanted him to drive the ball into Olajuwon. Now you want a double team, and now you're all for a facial. But that's a huge play to shut down.
Johnson quiets the crowd. Turnovers tonight. Triple team on Robinson. Rivers for 3. Doc Rivers. Robinson. Out of bounds. Loose ball foul. Sam Cassell.
Son David Robinson has been not going to the hoop with strength.
David Robinson went with strength, but he also put Sam Cassell out of the way, but the call goes against Sam Cassell.
Robinson in the lane. Doesn't fall. Horry with the rebound. Rivers.
David Robinson's got to shoot the ball.
Rodman dumps and fouled by, looks like Hakeem.
But the first thing they got to do if Robinson misses is make sure they get the ball.
He missed them both. Robinson to the baseline. Back up top, threw it away. Cassell fouled at midcourt. And the Rockets can smell it.
At the start of this ball game, we talked about David Robinson accepting the challenge. He'd have to come up with a big offensive effort. It hasn't happened. And at the end of the ball game, he's not making the big plays, and he has let his team down. I'm sure he feels badly about it, but this is what makes champions, and David still has some growing to do.
13 seconds on the clock. Rivers.
history. How are you able to dominate David Robinson?
I don't know. I think this was a great team effort. It was totally team effort.
Clyde, this is what you came to Houston for, another trip to the finals. Can you describe your emotions?
This has been great. It's a total team effort. We stuck together. It wasn't pretty, but it was a win.
Is this more gratifying than last year, Hakeem? Nobody expected you to be back in the finals.
Well, he's never as good as the first time, but this is beautiful.
Clyde, tell me about this team. What makes them so special? Such a great story.
Well, I think, first of all, we have the big fella. Second of all, we believe in ourselves, and we have the ability to make adjustments very well.
Congratulations, you guys. Let's go over to Jim Gray.
All right, Jim, so the Houston Rockets eliminate the Spurs 4-2 and will now await the champions from the East.